So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think this fella, Alex Grimaldo, is about as attacking as a modern-day fullback can be. And the game has changed to really suit that for many a fullback in the modern game. Once upon a time, fullbacks would generally hold their position, but now they're given license to get forward and make crazy runs, even into the box, getting in centre-forwards positions at times.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Inter Milan have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
So off we go then. Throw in. Goulet. He's gone for goal! Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Mbappe! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's a sharp pass. Palacios. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Rice. Neymar. Looking to play him in. Flings in a terrific header. It's anyone's ball now. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere. He's tried one! That's the throw. That is Rodrigo de Paul. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Palacios. He's found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bayer Leverkusen ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Andrik. Grimaldo. Alexander-Arnold proves too strong. De Paul. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Looking to go deep. Tapsoba gets it clear. And smartly reclaimed. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nicely weighted ball. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, delightful ball. Real chance. Real chance! Goal! Inter! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Alexander-Arnold. Now he's off and running. It's a pretty loose pass. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Inter Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Inter, he gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And he's forced to go back. Tapsoba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's De Paul. Great ball, and he's in here. And he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Güler can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Artur. Serginho does really well there, strong defending. Quansah does really well to win the ball there. Palacios. And it's Grimaldo. And it's been played through. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hoffman plays it short. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Fonsa cuts it out. Palacios. Bayer Leverkusen have got it back and they'll have another go. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Not the most accurate pass. Goulet. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's through, now is he in? Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Wriggles his way through. Bayer Leverkusen, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar, just no time to dwell on the ball there. And he's there to retrieve it. Palacios. And it's Hoffman. Out to the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's on it, can he get away? Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Threads one in. That has ended up in no man's land.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shoots! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Inter Milan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Ben Seguir aimed beyond the defence. Rice. Camavinga looking for the run. And this is Ronaldo. Face to face. Can he finish? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. Tapsoba. Palacios.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, well played, well played. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's to Paul. Taken back almost at once. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Tapsoba. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been... Inter Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start? or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That's a little off target. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Decent progress down the left. And here's Haaland.
That's good play from him.
Oh, cracking ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Not the most accurate pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Palmer. Lampard. Nicely weighted ball. Shot, surely! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Vinicius Junior get Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
That has been knocked clear, and he's quick to snatch it back. Now, can they get him away?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Has a look and plays it forward. Can he latch on to this? And the shot! No, not this time.
It was a really neat move, Peter, and it had a slickness about it to make it look as if it's been well rehearsed in training.
Looking to play him in.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to... Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Alexander, it's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
30 minutes gone. He's being urged to shoot. And he's opted for the long pass. And he's being shifted off it. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Rice with the short one. Hernandez, chance for a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
The goal scorer for Inter after 35
Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution.
His thinking was lightning fast, his movement was ultra sharp, and his execution, 10 out of 10.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way past. He is through here. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Rodri. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Serginho. And this is Neymar. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's to Paul. Spread it left. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cannavaro. No way through. Vinicius Junior. Shot could be on. And he shoots! It's in! That is his ton! And does he not know it? And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. Inter Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's gone for goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Lampard.
That was lovely, that.
Lampard running with... Lampard! Lampard! A legend of his time! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Manchester United go into the lead. Palmer. Hakimi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Played into space out wide.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. There's the header! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has 2. Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was all...
And the shot! Neymar. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Knocks it into space. And a chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been through.
There's the shot! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Neymar. No, it's come to nothing. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Substitutions taking place.
Can he get it through? Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Plays it in, takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. Oh, important interception. Tries to play it through. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Ronaldo. Great chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Hakimi. Palmer. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's picked out the run. And this is Ronaldo. And he's on shapes to shoot. He scores! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Number 21.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the
Lampard has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 8, Messi. Number 21.
Just a whisker away.
Number 19, Eduardo Camavinga.
And it's played into the middle. Roberto Carlos. Messi. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Messi. Back into the middle. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Oh, that's superb. It's Neymar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And he was quick to react. Mbappe. Now he's got space here. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Neymar. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be.